Me by Fred Schroeder. Episode 7. College Years at Oregon State. I guess I never consciously considered any other college than going to Oregon State and becoming an engineer. This was a time when the country was being industrialized and engineering was the in thing. Besides, my brother was already enrolled there under the GI Bill. I don't know why I decided to change from civil engineering to mechanical, but I did after my freshman year. I remember some friends who were enrolled in business school telling me that engineers would never make money and encouraging me to change majors, which was true, but I'm glad I stayed with a career that I enjoyed. I was one of the few on campus who had neither financial help from home nor the GI Bill, and I was envious at times, but I think I eventually took pride in making my own way through. Both my brother and I lived at Beaver Lodge during our college years, but I think there was only 1 year when we were both there. Beaver Lodge was a co-op living house which was established by the college to help out people who wouldn't otherwise have the means to attend college. Bob graduated after spring term in 1948 and married Pat in June of 1949. We had a hired cook, but all the other chores were done by the students. We elected a manager and house officers and pretty much governed our own affairs. The building we were in was built as an infirmary in the early 1900s and was falling apart, in large part because of the rough treatment caused by 35 raucous college boys. After I left, they found a newer building. I didn't date a lot in college because I didn't have a car. I went to a lot of mixer dances to meet girls. I did notice I became a lot more attractive to campus girls as graduation approached, as I think engineers were sort of the glamorous graduates in those days. The sophomore and junior years in engineering were really tough anyway and didn't allow any time for socializing. My senior year, I actually coasted through with good grades and relatively easy classes. I even got a job in Portland Friday and Saturday, helping out a heating and vent sales office for the train company. I skipped classes on Fridays and commuted, sometimes by hitchhiking, but usually by bumming a ride to Portland, arriving back on Sunday and studying for Monday's classes. I got a little better than average grades and somehow graduated in 1951. I enjoyed most of my classes, but I think I was very happy to leave college at that point and finally get a little spending money. I interviewed several companies as graduation approached, including Boeing, but I think I wanted to go overseas. Both Aramco in Arabia and Pearl Harbor naval shipyards made me good offers, but the Korean War was in progress and my draft board would not let me escape overseas. OSC, as a land-grant college, had a mandatory 2 years of ROTC training and a voluntary last 2 years that ended up with a second lieutenant commission. I originally enrolled in the senior program, but discovered after my sophomore year that I could not get all my mandatory junior year engineering courses in and still take ROTC. I guess the Lord was already watching over me because many of my classmates who got their commission were immediately sent to Korea and many did not come back.